Welcome back. What is up, good people? It is I, G-Paw, and this is the third installment, third episode of my G-Paw's Guide to the Marvel Strike Force Galaxy series. All right, a lot of words there. I'm getting better. It's becoming routine. I probably need to turn that into an acronym of some sort and see what it comes out to be. I don't know if it'd make a good acronym or not. But essentially, this is the beginner's walkthrough, and I probably should have started with this, but it is episode 3, and it's just going to be a breakdown of all the in-game content, the things you can click on, what you can expect, kind of an overview of Marvel Strike Force in general, and it's going to be shot raw, fresh, hopefully uncut. Hopefully this is just one walkthrough. And it's for people that maybe are thinking about playing the game as well as newer players, just kind of explaining every game mode and all the content and all the things you can do in Marvel Strike Force. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in here actually to my main account because it's going to be easier to walk through. Before I do, definitely subscribe. Completely free to do. We're headed for that 1,000 subscribers, and that way you stay up to date when I put out videos for this series or anything else covering Marvel Strike Force. I think that sounds right. Yeah, that's totally right. Yep, we're gonna roll with that. As well as smash that thumbs up button. It's completely free to do. Both those are helps my channel grow, and it lets me know that you enjoyed the content and/or you want to help support it and get it out there to more of the Marvel Strike Force community and such. Oh yeah, and join my Discord, please. That's a great asset for any players that are watching these videos. I try to say these things in every video because I don't know which video you're starting on as a viewer, and I definitely want to get that information in your hands so you join, and it helps you grow Marvel Strike Force. It'll be in the description of the video below, so definitely check out our Discord. We'd love to have you join our Marvel Strike Force family. Alright, so an entire overview of the Marvel Strike Force game here. You absolutely should be playing this game in 2023, in my personal opinion. If you like gaming, if that's why you're watching this episode, I would highly recommend Marvel Strike Force to you. It's in a better place than it's ever been, in my personal opinion. And they're constantly working to upgrade or fix things that are maybe outdated or need a little work, right? Alright, so when you first jump into the game, you're going to be pushed through campaigns. And this is where you're going to start your journey off in Marvel Strike Force. Heroes, Villains, and Nexus. And over the first week or so, you're going to be burning through these 3 campaigns. They're going to give you some characters to start, and you're going to build on that. You're going to start farming characters from these nodes and gear from these nodes, tons of that good stuff. And then you're going to move into Cosmic as it unlocks, Mystic as it unlocks, and it's all progressing you up to Isotope 8 at level 55. Now, at level 55, you're going to be able to unlock ISOs, which essentially is mods or upgrades for your characters. Each individual character has several different mods that you can do. I'll talk more about that in the ISO 8 guide part of this series. Do More is campaigns that are a lot more difficult, and you have to beat certain requirements and have certain characters and teams built up to be able to beat these nodes. So this is something definitely to work towards because some of the best characters and gear are farmable from Do More. Now these hard nodes, hard difficulty over here, it's just playing back through the original content, I do believe, and it's just way harder. Boosted stats, that's why it says level 75. I think at level 75 you're going to struggle on a lot of this, but you should be able to push through some. It is meant to be hard, right? And it's something for you to work towards. Again, a ton of great gear and characters over there to farm. So that's something to build towards. These are event campaigns, so these will be different at the time of you playing, more than likely, depending on where you're at in the game. So if you're a new player, these will be different. They will not exist on your screen. And that is your campaign section. You're going to want to heavily focus on this because a lot of your game modes or a lot of your gameplay early on is focused in campaigns. You're going to start off with Blitz, and it's another game mode where you use your characters and you can build teams, essentially changing up your teams and such, and you battle enemy teams that are computer generated. This one says one-time killer. This is one of his teams, or their team, so maybe it is, I don't know. It just seems a lot of times like it's computer generated to me. You get some pretty crazy characters at weird gear stats. And I will say, this is a great way to learn your characters early on. Now, upon hitting level 60, you're going to unlock Blitz Sim. And what that allows you to do is just hit battle. This says I'm going to lose. Let's see if we actually lose. We won! Okay, so you can't always believe the meter, okay? And I'll go over that more again in a Blitz series, or a Blitz guide video. So definitely subscribe for those. But this is something that's constantly changing every few days. And you get these amazing rewards up here. So you're going to want to be doing these. It's a great source of income for gold and such, as well as character shards. Alright? Blitz is one of the least favored game modes by a lot of the player base, especially veterans, because they've been doing it for 5 years now. So that's something to bear in mind. All right, at level 20, you're going to unlock alliances. And this is one of the most crucial things you get to do in this game is decide which alliance you want to be a part of or who you can join. And you're going to want to search and you're going to want to alliance hop till you find an active alliance with active leadership that's organized and it's benefiting your account, right? It's all about what you want out of the game. If you're a casual player, find a casual alliance. If you're an active daily player and you're meeting all your requirements, doing your daily objectives, you're going to want a very active alliance. And why this is important is alliances have a lot of their game modes, specific game modes tailored to alliances, and you're going to want to be a part of that to get those awesome rewards. So definitely make sure to find yourself an amazing alliance. When you start, it is going to put you in a strike team, and I would recommend staying there until you go into global chat or Marvel Strike Force's Discord, or go on their actual webpage, marvelstrikeforce.com, where you're signed in with your Scopely account, and you can actually put out a resume for other alliance leaders to look at and recruit you, or you can look at alliances that are recruiting there as well and try to join one of those. Find an alliance that fits your playstyle though, because they are crucial in this game. Now at level 25, you're going to unlock raids, and this is the first game mode that alliances are required, alliance raids. And you're going to be doing 2 of these raids every single day, and the reason why that's so important is this is one of the best ways to get gear, training ability, training materials, as well as gold and other resources, raid credits to spend in the store and such. These raid credits right here, and you can go in the store and actually spend them to buy characters and gear. Tons and tons of wonderful things. You're going to be running an Ultimus raid, a Doom raid, or an Incursion raid for one side. When you're early on, it's going to be Ultimus, and you'll progress into Doom raids about mid-game, and then Incursion raids are in-game, really hard raids. And you're going to use your teams and build teams for it to be able to progress through those. You're also going to be running simultaneously a Greek raid, and right now it is Beta raid. It requires certain characters for certain nodes, so you're going to have to build out more teams essentially as you move on. But early on, you only need one team to push through it, right? 1 or 2 teams. Now, after a 2-week period, it's going to change into a Gamma raid, and that's going to require totally different characters, totally different teams, maybe some of the same, but a lot of different ones as well. And then after 2 weeks, it's going to turn into an Alpha raid, and I call them Greek raids because they're named after the Greek alphabet or the Greek, you know what I mean, terminology. These are very important. You're going to want to be doing these every day, both of them. Great resources from that. Now at level 30, you're going to unlock Arena, and this is your first taste of PvP. In here, you're going to get, it's your one spot that you can actually get power cores and earn them through a game mode. Hopefully they change this in the future to where power cores are given out in a Cosmic Crucible or something else, because this, in my opinion, there's a lot of cheaters towards the top, and I want to keep this positive, but there are cheaters that cheat you out of these cores. They boomerang your account. It is possible. It does happen. I just want to make you aware. You're going to want to be in the top 250 though, because your power cores will start to add up and accumulate even after spending 200 of them a day on energy refreshes. These will start to add up when you're in the top 250. And if you're even higher, they're going to add up faster. Again, arena credits, that's to spend it in the arena store to buy some premium characters, as well as training modules if you need to. I'm going to make more in-depth guides on all of these, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe so you stay up to date when those go out and they notify you. It's completely free to do. This is the events section, and this has legendary characters in here that you can farm at any time when you have the required characters. Each one of these takes a different team. Like she takes Controller Mystics, she takes Spider-Verse, she takes Pimtech, he takes, I don't even know who, let's look. X-Factor it says here, Jubilee, and 4 X-Factor characters, and you have to have them at certain star levels to unlock these characters and rank them up. And you'll see a lot of these at any time when you get the characters. Come in here and unlock your legendaries. These are some of the more important characters in the game for the most part, and they will strengthen your account. Now you're going to have your events that are going on currently, as well as your events that are coming up. And you can come in here and kind of look at it and plan for that, right? Again, subscribe, because I cover all these and I break down in an infographic form how to optimize your rewards and what to do to score the most points to get the best rewards, right? The best loot. So you're definitely going to be a part of my Marvel Strike Force community. In my personal opinion, we'd love to have you with us, right? So that way you get all that knowledge. Now challenges, you're going to have 3 challenges every day. You're going to have 2 of these regular challenges and 1 of these original challenges. And essentially at level 55 plus, you're going to be able to start doing these because it takes certain requirements, but you're going to want to do these every day because it gives you gear. And they're going to alternate. So today we have these 3, tomorrow we'll have these 2 and a different original one, and then we'll have these 2 the following day and a different original one. All right, now every Saturday it's all the original challenges, so you can do all 5 of them and max out a ton of gear, right? So don't miss Saturdays. Now on Sunday you're going to have the 6 challenges right here. These 4 and these 2 are on every Sunday as well, all 6 of them. You're going to want to do it on Sunday as well to get the maximum rewards. I would definitely make these a focus as a new player. Challenges are important. Now, milestones, you're going to have set in here some milestones that are going on for the month, for the week, and for the day. And you're going to come in here and you're going to want to maximize your rewards out of these. And essentially, it's just from spending energy or meeting certain objectives to complete these milestones to get awesome rewards. I will say that in the golden opportunity, this is a 24-hour one, you want to spend 1,075,000 gold every single day. And why that's important is because that's the last milestone that gives you power cores. See how we're unlocking some power cores here? And this is the last one. 1,075,000 is what it takes to get to milestone 7. Now, if you just spend that much gold every day, you're going to get all these power cores, as well as a bunch of loot, and your gold is going to accumulate, like you can see here from my gold. I have over 10 million, and I have 60-ish orbs. I actually have 74 gold orbs. And in these gold orbs, you can get between 150,000 gold up to 7 million gold. And I've hit the 1 million and 2 million a lot. I've also hit the 3 million gold in one drop, so you can hit different amounts of gold, and it will start to accumulate if you only spend 1,075,000 a day. So that's your milestone section. Definitely comment down below if you have any more questions, or subscribe and be on the lookout for the video that specifically breaks down that information, because to talk about all of them in depth would make this video about, I don't know, 20 hours long. So this is just a brief overview for those of you that are thinking about playing Marvel Strike Force, or maybe kind of want to understand what the game setup is so you know where to go for certain things. Now, Alliance Wars is going to unlock at level 45. Keep in mind that your alliance as a whole has to be level 20, and you level that up by donating daily. So you're going to want to donate 10k daily to your alliance, and you can only do that once you've hit level 50. And then it's going to give you start credits to level up your teams, your characters and such. So you're going to want to be doing that. But let's say your alliance is level 20 and you hit level 45, you're going to come in here and be able to do wars. And this is essentially your alliance versus another alliance. And you're going to get to set up 10 war defenses, and you're going to be able to attack their war defenses. And essentially you're trying to sink their helicarrier, right? You're trying to destroy it and blow them up. And in this, it's got 12 different rooms that you got to destroy. And if you kill all 12, it's considered a full clear, and you're more than likely going to win at that point. Towards end game, it's whoever clears it first. And there are alliances that fight and make sure to get on just in time to be able to clear out the enemy first, so they get that victory, I do believe. Now you can see people have set up teams. That's the yellow dots. These empty ones mean that nobody's put teams in there. And we're a newer alliance. We just don't have enough characters to be able to put war defenses. A lot of us don't. And it's something that will come naturally. And I'll explain that more in a different video. But that's the overview of wars. It's a really big PvP mode, 24 versus 24. It's phenomenal. It's fun. Gives you a ton of gold and a ton of war credits to spend in the war store. Definitely go check out my store guide video that I'm going to be putting out. It should already be out before this video, and I'll have it linked at the end of this video actually. So at the end of this video, definitely click on that store guide if you're interested, and you can go back and watch that as part of my series. Now, Real-Time Arena is going to unlock at level 62 or I think actually it's 64. And why that's important is that it's got some daily objectives, but it's also got these amazing freebies, and you can earn this just by fighting other players. This is another PvP mode where you can, it's 5 versus 5, five of your characters versus 5 of theirs, and you pick your team, and then you go into the fight and you see what they picked, and it's usually a toss-up at that point, but you actually duke it out in real time. And you're going to get rewards for completing these objectives, and all you have to do is beat opponents to get 50 points, or blitz. And if you blitz, it's going to give you three points for each blitz win throughout the day. And that's how you unlock these achievements, which gives you these credits to unlock the rewards. So this is another PvP mode. I think a lot of people don't really favor it because it's really unfair in the way they have you fight people, I do believe. But it's a great source of resources, and I think a lot of people could also enjoy it if they're not impressioned wrongly by elder players. Now, epic campaigns are going to unlock at level 65, which I just hit, and I'm about 2 months in. It's going to give you access to Dark Dimension, which is all this is they're long, very, very difficult campaign nodes. And as you can see, look how many enemies you got to beat in each node, and you progress through and you get amazing, amazing rewards. And towards the end, or once you hit the end, you're going to get some really good rewards. So upon beating Dark Dimension 2, you're going to unlock Ultron at 5 stars, get 18 fully crafted gear pieces, and 4,000 random gear pieces, okay? This is massive. Then you can play it a second time, and it gives you the 7-star unlock of Ultron instead of the 5. So you'll have him at max after beating this twice. Again, you're going to get another set of rewards. It's phenomenal. After you beat it twice, if you played a third time, it's just for borders and frames. Let me show you here. Borders and frames that go around your character's head. So you can unlock these frames down here. These purple and green and red. All these are for beating Dark Dimensions, essentially. And you have to beat them 3 to 15 times the whole campaign to get these frames unlocked. These are other frames that you get throughout free giveaways in the game. This was for the LGBTQ community in June. It's a big month for that community, and I think this is a wonderful way for Marvel Strike Force to interact with them and let them know that they are welcome here. You know what I'm saying? I really, really love this. As well as this was for Juneteenth, and it's to help people remember. It was a very big day in history, so I think that's quite wonderful as well as the 4th of July. And you can set these frames and stuff however you like for your character, as well as you can change your character's avatar. Now, carrying on over here, Dark Dimension, we have Apocalypse Saga. And this is very mid to end game stuff. I wouldn't even think about this when you're starting out because it's so far away. But this is the pinnacle of Marvel Strike Force, in my opinion. You're working towards unlocking these 4 horsemen. And then you got to unlock 16 more characters, which completes their team of 5. And then you're going to unlock Apocalypse. And Apocalypse is a beast. Amazing, amazing character. And it feels so rewarding upon unlocking these characters, building towards this and getting them on your account. So this is just another amazing game mode that unlocks at 65. Unless you're spending thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're not going to be doing this till you're probably level 80 or something plus. So it's end-game type stuff. Now, Cosmic Crucible. This is the 3rd PvP mode, and this is where you put 6 defense teams of your choice out here to protect you, right? And your opponent has to bring in teams and fight them. And if your defense is better than your opponent's, and you kill your opponent's 6 teams better or more efficiently, you're going to score more points. And it's on a points-based system. And it's based on how fast you do it, how many characters you have left alive, how many tries it takes you to beat that opponent's team. All that stuff is very calculated in as to who wins. And at the end of the day, after playing through this tournament, it's once a week there's a new tournament, I do believe. Excuse me. You get a payout, and you get to spend it in the Cosmic Crucible store. This is a really, really fun game mode, but it's really more end game in my personal opinion. I do believe it unlocks at level 60, and I play it every time so I can get these resources, but I do get my butt kicked a lot. So definitely check out Cosmic Crucible. I think you would love it. I personally do. It's very interesting. Over here on the side, you got your roster, and this is all your characters you can sort through. You can also use this side mechanic to sort through characters by like their teams, their traits, bio, skill, tech, if they're blasters, they're brawlers, their support, their control characters. All that stuff over here you can sort through, and it makes it easier to find characters you want. This tab here is for your saved squads, and you're going to have saved squads in every game mode, let me tell you. This is just your roster overall. This is your Blitz saved squads. This is your Avengers Tower saved squads. This is your Raid saved squads, Arena, War, Cosmic Crucible, so on and so forth. And you're going to have tons and tons of saved squads because it makes your gameplay a lot easier, faster, and smoother than have to select out teams every single time. You know what I'm saying? Now you can also even adjust your roster completely, the overview, by their ability progress, alphabetically, their power, their gear tier, and it keeps the characters at the top that you want at top. Obviously right now it's all set on their power level and their star levels. So power level, you can see how it gets weaker and weaker as we go down. And you can change that however you want to be able to focus it. You can also heart characters so they're towards the top of the list. And then it will go to unlocked characters here. Let me show you. Maybe. Got a lot of characters, right? It'll show your heart ones that aren't unlocked. And then it goes to your unlocked characters that aren't hearted. And then it goes to the rest of the characters that aren't hearted yet. So that's another way to sort your roster. Here in the supply section, you have offers. And this is where you can spend money on characters, orbs, gear, everything in the game you can buy for a set price. You can check in here if you're a spender. There's oftentimes really, really good deals. But overall, they're mostly overpriced in my personal opinion. So, you know, for spenders out there, spend at your own discretion. Again, you can buy the premium currency power cores. I consider 100 power cores $1, but they consider a power core to be like 30 cents or something. 20 cents. They're really crazy about it. And again, these prices to me are just jacked up. I don't buy these ever. Never have I in 5 years. I've only ever gotten power core offers out of here where you get like 1,000 power cores for $1. Deals like that are pretty phenomenal. So I'd be on the lookout for those. This is the orb section, and each one of these stores actually has an orb section, and you're going to get a ton of characters and gear out of these. Definitely check out my store guide that I just put out. It covers each and every one of these stores, what to get out of the orbs, what not to get, as well as what to buy in each store as well. What my tips and opinions are for early, mid-game, and late game, and what I recommend you don't go after. So you can buy gear out of here on a daily basis. I don't recommend these. Definitely go watch that video. There's a lot of information that you're going to want to have at your disposal. Now, this is an achievement list. I don't personally target these things. I just get them as they unlock. But you can see you get great rewards here just for doing things throughout the game, like collecting a bunch of mystic or tech characters, ranking up characters so many times. The ones that you will want to look at is like complete Dark Dimension 5 one time, and then you have to complete it 3 times and 5 times or something. Or complete Dark Dimension 1 time, 5 times, 10 times. You know what I mean? Something like that, and the frames will slowly change each time you beat it, which I find to be really, really awesome, right? So achievements are cool. It just gives you extra resources for doing milestones in the game as you get them. I don't personally focus them. I just collect them as they pop up. Your inbox is where you're going to get your daily messages on upcoming events and things that are going on in game, whether that's them fixing it, doing maintenance, or anything like that, important information in your messages. These are your rewards for your raids, arena, your web store milestones, all that good stuff you collect right here. Now, they do have a community page that will lead you to a spot on the browser for any of these resources. They have their own YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Definitely use these resources if you use any of those social medias because they can help you in Marvel Strike Force. The daily rewards. Now, you're going to start out with like 20 calendars or some 10, 15 calendars, and they're welcome calendars. But moving forward, you're going to have a monthly, an ISO 8, and then usually they'll throw in 1 or 2 different ones off and on as they release like characters, or if it's a legendary event coming up for a character, they'll give you the base characters for it or something like that. You can also purchase more calendars in that offer section of the supplies if you choose to, which I do not personally. I have a free-to-play account and I'm a light spender here, but I don't spend on a lot of stuff in that offer section. Now you can also get to the offers straight through here. Boom. Now, last but not least, you have your chat down here where you can globally chat, alliance chat, or you can have your personal contacts as well as blocking people, right? Contacts are just people that you friended or they friended you. You can find players. And how you do that is by entering the player ID, which is found right here. Your player ID. And they can type that in, you can type theirs in, and you can become contacts and socialize. Up top here, you have your gold, your power cores, your energy, your ISO 8 energy, and I would highly recommend watching these so that they never get full. If they're full, they're not accumulating. And as you can see here, they accumulate 1 every 5 minutes. So you're going to want them to be below full accumulating energy. That's how you progress in this game. I guess I probably should have started here, but last and not least is your options section. This is the real deal. Account deletion will delete your account permanently. There is no getting it back if you go through the steps. Go through these steps to delete your account. I also recommend connecting to as many things as you can here, simply because if something were to happen to the servers or your account, they can find it easier through these other sources and actually get it back for you. Otherwise, it could be lost totally and forever. Otherwise, check out these things. Allow contact requests, allow alliance invites. I'm in the alliance I want. I could turn that off. I'm never going to go to another alliance. It was on. Sometimes I get requests to join other alliances. That's never going to happen, right? You can turn your music on and off. Boom. Boom. Sound effects, all that good stuff. Some people like it. Some people don't. Sometimes it's annoying. Maybe you're at work playing your game. You can turn off your chats if you want. But this advanced section is very important. And there's some good ones in here like Quick Alliance Access. You have a basic only option on your autoplay. So you can auto basic. And it'll save your ultimates up when you've beat a raid so many times. You don't want to be using your ultimates. You just use your basics. It saves them. Absolutely, I'd click that so it downloads everything when on Wi-Fi. And that way you don't have to pay for data, right? Because otherwise this game could eat your data like no tomorrow. A really great one in here, which I don't have currently, is item count in stores. And it tells you how many pieces of gear you got on items in the store, so you can decide whether or not to buy it. Also, click this Show Open All Orbs option, because if not, you're going to be opening them one at a time, and you're going to have thousands and thousands of orbs to open. So if I didn't have that open all, that one don't work. That's only one at a time. But let's say for like gold orbs. Where's my gold orbs? Show me the gold. I can open 10, 1, or 74. So you're going to want that option clicked, right? Or checked. These are just some things you can do in game. If there's any other questions about the overall Marvel Strike Force setup here, feel free to comment down below or join our Discord where we can answer any questions there as well. Or search out my guide videos for each and every single one of these game modes. And you can get helpful information there. I'll probably more than likely answer the questions you're having right now in those specific guides. Alright, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs it up and subscribe. Check out the Discord. Much love. Stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one.